everyone's fun around, and my name is Jordan, and I'm so hyped from that Cavaliers sweep that I didn't even start my research just watching that game because it was just fun to watch as a Cavaliers fan. But I started it late, and I was like, man, this slate on Tuesday is an awesome slate. We have a bunch of closeout games. I wish the Knicks and Pistons was a 2-2, but it is what it is now. But we do have a 2-2 with the Nuggets and the Clippers, but we could see some closeouts here and teams fighting for their lives and see that awesome game. So I decided to make some parlays, some same game parlays. I have some props that I like. I just thought, let's just have some fun with it. This is going to be, just a fun slate to go with. I don't know how many more slates we're going to have with 4 total games with all these ones closing out and going into the second round. So let's have some fun. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description with a 7-day free trial for Outlier if you want to check that out. So the first game is the Bucks at the Pacers. The Pacers, Ben Mathurin is questionable, and that's actually pretty big. He's a good scorer, kind of a burst off the bench, takes a good amount of volume shots, and when he is out, I believe that gives more opportunities to Andrew Nembhard and Aaron Naismith, and Naismith is probable to play. So keep an eye out for Ben Mathurin. So I'm going to stay away from Nembhard for this game and Naismith. And then obviously Damian Lillard is out for the year. Didn't have much of an impact in this series positively. So kind of a big blow to the Bucks. Giannis is on an island now. And they're down 3-1. I hope they don't do kind of what the Heat did. Well, the Heat kind of had to just, give in. The Cavaliers just kind of just beat them like that. I don't see the Pacers doing that, but the Pacers are at home. I do see them making a nice run early, and it's just how are the Bucks going to respond to that type of run early, down 3-1, knowing they have to win 3 games. So I do have a parlay with some of the best players from this matchup. I don't see Giannis just going out. I know last game it was a blowout. He came in for a little bit and then they took him out. But let's just be honest, that game was pretty much over. There was absolutely no reason or no way he was going to be able to continue to score and come back from that deficit. I know a lot of people needed that 30 points from him, and he came up just short, but it is what it is. So FanDuel parlay for -109. I like Tyrese Halliburton over 13.5 rebounds plus assist. He's gone over in every game this year, 74% of games versus the Bucks the past 2 seasons, and 70% of games the past 20 games that he has played. So he's known as a great passer. He's one of the best passers in the NBA, best natural passers. But when it comes to the Bucks this season have given up the second most rebounds to the point guard position, and it has showed in this matchup and every time Tyrese Halliburton plays against them. So I'm going to show his regular prop here that he has gone over in every single game in this series at 4.5. If you want to single bet that, I don't think it's a bad bet, but you take his assist where he's dishing it out. They're going to be at home. His teammates should be knocking down shots at home in a closeout game. So the assist should be there, and he's getting the rebounds. So I really like rebounds plus assist. And then adding on to that is going to be Giannis for rebounds. I know he's going to be doing a lot of scoring, but I feel like he's going to be on the court a lot. Like I said, backs against the wall. He has been rebounding really well. So I like him over 10.5 rebounds. So he needs 11 plus. He's got this done in every single game this series. 77% versus the Pacers the past 2 seasons and 75% this year. And then the Pacers this season against power forward position have given up the 4th most rebounds overall to that position. So it still is a good matchup for him to get these rebounds. So looking at just bumping down Tyrese Halliburton's rebounds assists, which has been a good prop by itself, or just rebounds by itself, and then bumping down the rebounds just a tad bit for Giannis to get us to -109 on that parlay. Next game is the Pistons at the Knicks. So like I said, I wish this was 2-2. I know there's big controversy, and even the referees came out and said that was a foul at the end of the game, but it doesn't matter. It's not like they can go back out there and shoot the free throws and tie the game up 2-2. It is 3-1 now. They're back at Madison Square Garden. So there's a prop that I like. It's Jalen Brunson for most points, and this is at -105 on Fanduel and -105 on DraftKings. He has had the most points in 3 out of the 4 games this series. So with him being at home, Madison Square Garden, I like him to have the most points. Cade Cunningham hasn't really been the competitor for the most points. The one time he missed was actually Karl Anthony Towns had 31 points and Jalen Brunson had 30 exactly. So he was just 1 point shy from being the highest scorer in every single game. So for almost even money, I really like this prop. So I'm not going to do a parlay for this game. I'm just going with Jalen Brunson most points. So if you guys could please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can just put who's your favorite team is, or who you think's gonna win the championship, or you can just put a number like the number 1. That helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, if you want to get away from Prizepicks, if that's all you use and you want more options, so you can just check out the payouts to see if you can get a better payout on something else. Check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or better. Underdog's matching your first deposit up to $1,000. The rest are doing up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you straight there. Promo code is fine around 11. So his next game is the Magic at the Celtics. This is a 3-1 lead for the Celtics. Drew Holiday has been declared out, and then Jaylen Brown is questionable. I don't trust the Celtics now when it comes to their questionable statuses and doubtfuls and all that. So we're just going to accept that Jaylen Brown is going to be playing for this one. So I do have a parlay here for FanDuel, -115. I like Paolo Banchero, 25 plus points. He has gone over this in every single game against the Celtics. He's taking a high volume amount of shots. The Celtics defense isn't really trying to double team him or get the ball out of his hands or anything like that. They're just making tough shots for him, and he's able to knock them down and getting close to 30 points a game in each of these games. So I like it down to 25. I really like where it's at, especially in a closeout game. He should play a good amount of minutes and try to stay alive. They've been staying in just about every single one of these games, keeping it really close against the Celtics. But I can see him put up a good effort here, and the Celtics closing out at home. But to add on to that is going to be Derek White, and I like him over 12.5 points, so 13 plus. He's gone over in 78% of games versus the Magic the past 2 years, so about 80%, 4 out of 5 times, and then 78% this season. And then with Drew Holiday out, found it interesting. He has gone over 90% of games this season, and then 90% of games last season. It was just 3 total games that he went under, and those were all due to blowouts during the regular season. So he's easily cleared this in each game in this series. At home, he played very well. He had 30 points in game 1. I expect him to play very well at home in a closeout game, scoring wise. So for Paolo Banchero, 25 plus points. Derek White for 13 plus. This becomes even better if Jaylen Brown is ruled out. But right now we're just going to assume he's going to be there. But Derek White still going to get his shots up. And then we have the Clippers at the Nuggets. This series is tied 2-2. We had that dramatic missed shot by Jokic and put back by Aaron Gordon to end the last game that looked like it was going to go to overtime. So Michael Porter Jr. is dealing with a shoulder injury. They say it can't get any worse. It's all pain tolerance. He's been doing the best he can. He's been doing okay. Russell Westbrook is questionable for this one. So I have a parlay here for -104, and this is going to be Aaron Gordon at 4.5 rebounds. He has gone over in 9 out of 10 games versus the Clippers the past 2 seasons. In this series, he has been rebounding very well. I think part of it's the Michael Porter Jr. injury is giving him some more minutes. The Russell Westbrook injury is giving him more minutes. Even though it's not the same position, it's just the way rotations work. But he's at 8, 6, 7, and 6. He's cleared this very easily. His actual rebound line is 5.5. And these legs, if you want to mix and match them up with different games and stuff like that, you can do whatever you want. I'm just doing the same game parlays here. If you like this leg, mixed with another one from another one that I pointed out, you can check it out, see what the payout is, and just have fun with it. I think it's gonna be a really fun day. So to add on to that, I'm going with Nikola Jokic over 19.5 rebounds plus assist. He has cleared this very easily the past 2 games, and he's cleared it in 8 out of 10 games versus the Clippers past 2 seasons. The past 2 games, he had 26 total and 29 total. This is that pivotal game 5 that they always call it a pivotal game 5. It pivots. The team's going to take a 3-2 lead. They're going to be in Denver, so he has to have a great game here. And then Jokic, this is what he does: rebounds and assists. He's going to score well, but rebounds and assists. Even if he gets a triple-double here, he's still going over if he got 10 and 10. But big rebound game, a big assist game, easily going to go over. So I like these 2 guys for minus 104. I believe it's either 4 or 9. My handwriting's pretty bad, but you can see it on the screen. So that's who I like for that game. So that is 3 same game parlays and 1 prop. That's almost even money. So this final play is going to be what I'm going to call the 30 for 30 play. It's going to be 2 players who have come very close or who have done this for most of their entire series. And it's going to be for plus 173. So I like Jalen Brunson for 30 plus points. And he's gone over in 4 out of 4 games to close out at Madison Square Garden. And then Giannis for 30 plus points. He's gone over in 3 out of 4. He had 28 last game. And if he played his regular minutes, he probably gets 30 plus in 4 out of 4 there. So the 30 for 30 parlay for plus 173 on FanDuel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I spent a lot of time digging up this stuff and I really enjoy it. Hopefully we have a very profitable day if you choose to tail any of this. If you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. That is free. It's not a premium. I'm not trying to sell you anything or VIP or anything like that. I do all this for free. I have a full-time job. I don't need to do all that. And then as far as a recap goes, I did have Davion Mitchell for points plus assist. That was a pretty nasty blowout. He wasn't there for a good bit, but his teammates weren't knocking down shots, and he came up, I think he had 13. He came up about 4 or 5 short of that. And then I did have a parlay that I put in after the Darius Garland news with Ty Jerome over 3.5 assists. He crushed that very quickly. And then I had Max Strus for 2 plus threes, and he only knocked down 1 of them. So he played about 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter and he was done. So the blowout really hurt that one. Whenever there's a blowout, you want to have the guys who are causing the blowout. And if you don't have them, they're not going to get their full minutes. So I'm hoping for a great day on Tuesday and just have some fun with it. So God bless you all. It's a fun round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.